Hey everybody, Brian King here with my good friend Sabrina Schottenhamel. We've known each other for how many years would you say?
Hmm. Let's see. What year is it? 2021. 8 years, I think.
At least, it's been a while.
Yeah.
And Sabrina is fantastic in the area of self care. And with my conditions, for those of you not familiar, I have ADHD, Asperger's, dyslexia, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and MS. And I've struggled over the years to find a balance with my energy level, my chronic pain, nausea, all kinds of other stuff. And I decided this year I really wanted to get a handle on my symptoms. I wanted to find more endurance and a better handle on my nausea and my fatigue and all that. And I joined Sabrina's break time group on Facebook. And she has frequent meetings on Zoom. And during one of these calls, she mentioned a product that she is a distributor for. It's a product that I was vaguely familiar with, but had never tried. And this product is called JuicePlus. And we're going to hear more about that. And I'm very skeptical about these things. I want to make that clear because I've tried many of these similar products in the past that have done zip, zero, nada for me. But in this case, I really trust Sabrina. She's a straight shooter, no nonsense. And I figured, well, I've tried other things before. What have I got to lose? If it doesn't work, it's just like the other stuff. If it does work, holy cow. And so I ordered some of this stuff. I took the doses as directed, and I felt a significant improvement in a few days. I mean, my energy level was significantly noticeable. It was so much of an increase, I didn't know what to do with myself. I had so much extra energy. I was looking for things to do. And usually I have to struggle and push through things to even get a small number of items on my to do list done. And then I have to drag myself upstairs and go to bed for 3 hours. And after taking these supplements for a couple of days, I had surplus energy. And I had to share this with Sabrina because it was blowing my mind. And this was like the end of January. And now we're the middle of April. And I'm getting so much more done. I'm able to take on more opportunities. I'm able to think bigger. Whereas before, I was thinking in terms of all the opportunities that were passing me by because I simply didn't have the energy or the mental bandwidth to do it. And I've even noticed that my thinking is clearer. I'm remembering better, and my memory is my Achilles heel. It's my greatest weakness, and even that's improving. So things I thought would not get better in the course of my life, I've experienced improvements in. And it's just from taking pills. So this is amazing. So what else can I tell the people, Sabrina?
Well, one thing that you just touched on when you said they're just pills, they are pills. I mean, they're capsules, but it's literally like taking food. So yes, it's a capsule, and I brought some of my capsules with me. So they're little tiny capsules, and what they've done, what Juice Plus has done, is they have vine ripened fruits and vegetables that are not sprayed with any kind of pesticide. So they're naturally grown, and they take the whole fruit, the whole vegetable, and they grind it all up, and then they dehydrate it. They heat it up, but they don't heat it up too hot where they're killing all the good stuff in the fruits and vegetables, which means that you're taking a pill and a capsule, but you're getting so much more than that. You're getting all your fruits and vegetables, and it's all listed on each bottle. And it's amazing that you're getting the whole entire fruit or the whole entire vegetable, even the skin and the seeds. But the seeds and the skin are all mixed in together and it's dehydrated. So you're not actually getting those seeds stuck in your guts, where some people have some issues digesting seeds and nuts. And, I mean, it's whole foods,
Well,
so
and one thing I learned from talking to you and Victoria, who's another friend of ours who
yes,
also uses this,
yeah,
is when they make it in the lab and sell it on the shelf, they take maybe the active ingredient, like a vitamin C. They'll take the vitamin C and maybe a couple other things,
mm-hmm.
but they leave everything else out.
Yeah,
Well, in the fruit itself, like an orange that has vitamin C, there's all other microscopic chemicals and naturally occurring enzymes that are responsible for helping your body make use of the vitamin C.
yes,
Well, the vitamin companies don't include that stuff in their pill.
no,
So you end up excreting a lot of the vitamin C that's in the pill. You don't use a lot of it. But
right,
when you take a Juice Plus, all of that stuff is in the supplement. So your body gets to use all that stuff. It's not wasted. And
right.
that's what makes a big difference.
Yes. Yeah. It's, they're not adding anything else. They're just putting the fruits and vegetables in the capsule, dehydrating it, making it into a powder. And, so you take this and your body's like, ooh, this is really good. I'm going to absorb all the nutrients from it. It's actual food. And like you're saying, if you buy a supplement from the store, they may only put a portion of the amount in there, and then the rest they're putting. Sometimes they put fillers, which who knows what fillers are. They could be just grass or hay from wherever. So these are whole foods in a capsule. And another thing I want to say before we move on is, it's not that you, or maybe you have, I don't know, have you changed your diet? Or when we recommend that people start taking the Juice Plus, we say, eat the same way, but this is just a way to, they call it bridge the gap. Like Juice Plus will say, this bridges the gap between your daily nutrition and what you should be getting. So I don't know, have you changed your diet at all, Brian?
I always make an effort to eat more like I need to be eating,
Okay.
but I know that our supply chain, our food supply is very compromised
Mm-hmm.
because the
Yeah.
soil doesn't have all the nutrients it once did.
Nope.
So the stuff we're buying and the produce section in the store doesn't have that kick that it might have had back like in the 50s or 60s or whatnot. So things like Juice Plus really kind of gives that extra punch that we need as far as the nutrients goes.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than we're going to get, like I said, from something that you just randomly pull off the shelf that's made in a lab, as opposed to coming from actual fruits and vegetables.
Yes. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, because, if you're making small changes every day, or, sometimes, we want to splurge and we want to have something that's not healthy for us, but then our body tells us, hey, that's probably not the best thing. Maybe we don't sleep well or we don't have enough energy that day. But if we can, of course, supplement with Juice Plus, then we feel better and we have more energy. We are sleeping better. And like you even said it in the beginning, you can think clearer. You have more thoughts that are clear. You can remember things. And I know that is a huge improvement, not only for you, but for many people. I know when I take it on a regular basis, especially the omegas, I feel like my joints are lubricated. I have good sleep. I have good thoughts, and overall, I'm just happier.
Now, that's something that you mentioned that's interesting about your joints feeling more lubricated,
Mm-hmm.
because I have been struggling to walk for several years now. I was diagnosed with the Ehlers-Danlos in 2014. And in that year, I was racked with so much body pain, I could barely get out of bed. And with the help of a lot of pharmaceuticals, I'm at the point where I can get up and move like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. That's kind of where I was at when I started taking this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now, where before I would go maybe from the bathroom to my chair here and feel winded, I'm now walking a quarter mile without my cane. And
Yes.
that's just from the end of January to now. So we're talking 2.5 months of Juice Plus.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been following your stories when you post, and you tag me and Victoria in them when you do walk around your cul-de-sac without your cane, or with your music to help motivate you. But obviously it's a lot of it's from the Juice Plus that you're taking. And one other thing that I remember, you I don't know if you posted about it or if you shared it in Victoria's group or my group, was you have to go get your blood drawn, right? Every month.
Well, I have one of my conditions is called polycythemia.
Mm-hmm.
And what it basically means is my body produces too many red blood cells, too much hematocrit, but it doesn't get rid of it. It just keeps accumulating it. And if it gets to be too high, it can increase my risk of blood clots and stroke. And they check my blood monthly to see what the level is. If it's too high, then they need to remove a pint of blood. And it used to be when I was first diagnosed, they had to remove it every 3 months. And then it got worse and they had to remove it monthly for at least a good year, year and a half. Well, a couple months into the Juice Plus, I went in for one of my monthly draws and they didn't have to do it because my blood levels were normal.
Wow.
And I just wanted to jump out of the chair and pump my fist. I felt so excited because
Yeah.
that was one of the biggest wins for me.
So I know you started taking it right at the end of either January or
End of
beginning
January, yeah.
of February. Okay. So have you, I know, well, you say you go monthly. Have you been back to the doctor since that
I'm
one
probably
time?
due for another one. I have to schedule another appointment.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I would love to hear how it's, is it still regulating itself, or,
That would be exciting if it was still normal.
yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Yeah. So, just a couple of things that I really wanted to touch on, which we already have, was taking your walks around the cul-de-sac, especially with having more energy, and then without your cane. And then of course your blood work improvements.
Having more energy, thinking more clearly, and I have
Yeah.
raging ADHD.
Yeah.
So for me to be able to think more clearly, it's not only helping me with my life, it's helping me with my work, with my clients.
Yes. And I have noticed that too in your, not only your posts, but your videos that you're sharing in your group, the Weight Village group,
Mm-hmm.
that you, when I watched the interview on, introducing the Weight Village, just like your energy and excitement was so much more. And you always have great content in your videos, but I just felt like your energy was more, I don't know if I want to say stable, or like it was just elevated, I
I
think.
probably didn't seem like I was trying so hard.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that's
Because
what it was.
yeah, because when I'm fatigued, it's probably obvious,
Mm-hmm.
but my energy is definitely higher.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Yeah. So obviously you can take the results for yourself. And if you have any questions, I mean, before we close out, I want to ask Brian if there's anything else that you want to talk about, before I just do a little wrap up and,
Well, the only other thing I want to make sure people know is how to contact you, Sabrina, if they want to ask more
okay.
about how to get Juice Plus for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, I will. We're recording this, so I will definitely in the post, I will put my information, and this will probably be on Facebook and Instagram, or portions will be on Instagram since you can't have a whole long video there, and definitely we will post this on YouTube, because I mean, you heard it from
Yeah,
Brian,
the
like,
more people that know about it, the more people that could potentially benefit from it.
yes. And over the last few months, I've been taking Juice Plus on and off for, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 years now. And over the last 2 years, I've been very, very faithful with taking my JuicePlus. I put it in my little capsule or my travel pill thing, and I make sure I take at least 2 of each per day and notice the energy level and, the sleep that I get. And, I was watching a video recently, and someone said, if you don't share your story or other people's stories on their success in JuicePlus, it's basically like you're holding it inside, and you're keeping this, I guess you could say, best kept secret to yourself and inside the bottle. But in order to help people to become healthier, especially, over the last year has been probably one of the biggest struggle years for most people health wise. And also, if we're worried about our health, we want to start now to improve our health moving forward. So by taking whole fruits and vegetables in a capsule every day, starting as soon as possible, will help you to improve your life. And who doesn't want to feel better and have more energy, especially, this is springtime. We want to get outside and we want to exercise, and we'll walk and bike ride and spend time with friends and family and loved ones. So you got to start today. So yes, is there anything else you want to cover?
I would say it's a profoundly simple jumpstart, because you don't need a gym membership. You don't need to hire a personal trainer.
Right.
You just need to add these supplements to your daily regimen.
Yes.
And like I said, it created these big noticeable shifts in the way I felt and the way I thought. And it enabled me to start doing things with my body I have been able to do for years. And because of the way I felt differently, I now considered new possibilities for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can take this training that I didn't think I was up to. Maybe I can move more. And I started moving more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And now suddenly I'm, holy cow, walking these distances.
Yeah.
And all because of this one change.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think getting back on your feet or being more active is going to require these monumental changes in lifestyle, not necessarily.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it with that. Thank you so much again, Sabrina, for introducing me to this. And that's
you're welcome, Brian.
That's why I had to do this video with Sabrina, to share this and help get this out there to the masses.
Yes.
And also support Sabrina and the work she's doing, and
thank you,
helping make sure that her genius gets out there to the world as well.
Thank you, Brian.
So, thank you again, my friend.
Yeah. And if you have any questions from watching this video, definitely type in the comment section below. And if you're wanting more information on JuicePlus, type the word health in quotes, health, into the chat, and I will personally reach out to you and share some videos and some also. One thing that I forgot to mention is that JuicePlus is backed by 40 plus research studies. Science backs JuicePlus. And also MDs, regular doctors, Western medicine doctors, also back JuicePlus. So I just wanted to close out with that, and definitely reach out to me or Brian for more information, or if you have any questions you need answered, we are more than happy to answer them. So again, thank you so much, Brian, and I am just so thrilled that you are feeling better, you have more energy, and you're getting out and exercising. It's just a wonderful thing.
It's the best.
Yay.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.